Prepare for warp speed as we embark on a voyage through the vast expanse of science fiction in movies and television series. From distant planets to alien civilizations, we delve into the heart of the unknown, unraveling the tales that have captured audiences for generations. Get ready to unlock the secrets of the universe on Code Flicks. The truth is out there. Most definitely, some recognizable words for a generation of sci-fi enthusiasts like myself. X-Files. That's what we're talking about today, guys. So, there's so much I could continue to talk about X-Files, but one of the most important things for me growing up, watching it on TV, back then on CVM TV, 9 o'clock on a Sunday night, it was really scary to watch the opening. Just the opening alone scared everything. I would say that for some time after that, I would have probably got around to watching an episode or two, but it wasn't really easy because of the scary elements. Since I've been rewatching it as an adult, I have come to have a greater appreciation for it as being one of the things that got me into sci-fi, got me wanting to know more about the universe, getting more interested in all of the different elements that comes to mind in these strange worlds. But X-Files wasn't all that scary. Once I started watching it, I realized that it had certain elements that they wanted to play off as scary. The whole thing about the alien encounters that would have happened on numerous occasions. The very first episode kind of sums it up, I guess, because it gives an intro into what is to be expected for this particular series. And what I found is that as I watched and continued to delve further into X-Files, I found that it was more and more about the relationship between two people, Fox Mulder and Agent Scully. Both of them, they have been put together in this way to kind of give the expectation of having some relationship, but at the same time, it was always above board. It was always professional. Even when they wanted us to think about them in a more romantic way, we found out that there were certain elements that were at play. I found that there were certain storylines that weren't fully played out at the end. They might have started with certain things and then it took a different turn, and as expected, understanding that it was on a network that is predominantly and mostly used to doing that kind of thing, where it starts out with something that has some kind of great importance or might seem very important to a central plot, and you keep watching and expecting it to pay off totally. One of the things for me was The Smoking Man. The Smoking Man wasn't fully realized to me. I felt like there could be more to his character. I felt like, the idea of having Fox Mulder coming into his job with a existing issue or unresolved issue of not having his sister and the circumstances around his sister's disappearance when they were little. I found that very, very much not resolved properly. Outside of that, there were a few, and they do have filler episodes and so on. There were a few episodes that, even though they might have been intended to kind of fill in certain little gaps, they did a good job in overall as a story. There were several times where you see even some of the minor characters, such as the boss and the agency overall that governs them, playing some kind of role in one and two conflicts. But that continues to be something, and I've seen it over many seasons, continues to be something that is not the best. Time that I've started watching X-Files, rewatching it, I've realized that the universe has expanded a great deal, in that there are so many different ways in which the internet has transformed the fandom from the time of being on television and being on one network would have allowed for. And it is because of that why this podcast even exists, because it gives a space for us nerds or sci-fi enthusiasts the ability to give our own opinion, talk about what it is that matters to us. All right. It makes us even look at the world through the lens that the writers intended for the movies or the TV shows in this way. So, yes, I would definitely recommend X-Files any day of the week. If I'm to put a number to it, out of 10, I would say it is a hard 9 for me, right? It's not one less, but it's because of the fact that there could be better things out there that I'm not aware of. But when we reach a 10, we can justify the 10. But for now, it's a 9 for me. And I do take it in strides. So that's it for episode. Always remember, never forget, the truth is out there.